Hi, I'm Nitza Lowenstein, and thank you for joining me here today. I'm historian, journalist, broadcaster, public speaker, and today I'm going to talk about scams and cybercrimes that are part of the digital age revolution. We are all part of it, and there are so many scams around you. You should be avoiding to fall victim to scams online. And I'm going to try and share with you my knowledge about it, how to stay smart online. And I'll give you an insight into scams and cybercrime and ways to protect yourselves. Well, first of all, refresh your scam detection skills. And modern scammers, you should know, are very professional businessmen. And they are dedicated to ripping you off. And do you know what they do? They've got call centers, they've got scripts, they've got staff training, program, corporate performances, and employee needs to meet. It's a whole industry. It's not just the teenagers trying to scam you. In addition to a financial toll, being scammed can have devastating effect on victims, their lives and the relationship. It's not just financial. It's really, really bad. So we have to really avoid falling victims to scam. And the internet today is part of our daily life. We all use the internet for everything, for work, play, interact, whatever we do today is online. And as much as we think that we are sophisticated, people continue to fall victims to online scams, more than before even. And those criminals are actually getting even more sophisticated, and they find more ways to scam monies from you. So we are bombarded with sophisticated scams, and Australians lost a fortune just in the last financial year to so many different types of scams. And we don't even know the exact statistics because some people are too embarrassed to admit that actually they were victims, and you're talking about victims of dating and romance scams, and they can be worse affected as well. Now, we're going to talk about the different type of scams, the tax scams, inheritance scam, banking and credit card scams, the Nigerian scams. You think it's so old. Believe me, people still they are still active, and people are still falling victims to the Nigerian one, the job and employment scam. You think you got like an unbelievable job? We'll find out the pyramid scams, the charity scams, the Ponzi scams. The Ponzi schemes are incredible. It's still happening to very intelligent people. And also money transfer requests, the lotteries and fake prizes, the mobile phone scams, and of course, the dating and romance scams, which are really bad. So we have to protect ourselves, and we'll find out all sorts of tricks to find out. Now, investment scams, they are so professional, slick, and so believable. And people want to believe in it. Suddenly somebody calls you and he calls you and he calls you, and it sounds so real. And they use sophisticated, genuine-looking websites to convince you that the offer is legitimate. The offer is never legitimate. And there are so many overseas scammers outside Australia that target Australians. Once the money goes overseas, there is no way you can ever recover it. People always will look for a higher investment returns, and in this low interest rate environment, so especially pensioners and people that they've got some savings and they want to get better return on the savings, they are the main victims of these scams. Now, there are so many types of investment scams, that some investment offers that completely don't exist, and scammers also pretend to represent a well-known company. So you think you're putting your money in a well-known company, but you are not. And investment offers that exist, but the money that you give them, not going towards the investment. And we heard about it a lot. You get the receipts, but the receipts even are fake. You think you get from Etsy, how many shares you bought and the value. it's very easy also to forge it. So in all cases, the money you invest, whatever you do, goes straight into the scammer's bank account and not towards any real investment. That's the truth. And what the scammers will offer you, come on, they will offer you before you invest, we can swap one to another, there is no risk, we'll give you a full refund, it's got insurance, it's got guarantee. Oh, unbelievable, you've got option trading. And hurry up, there is a special discount today. Within 24 hours or 5 hours, you're going to miss the boat if you're not going to put your money in there. Quick returns, unbelievable tax-free benefits, and lots of other investments. You name it, it exists. And the warning sign of investment, how do you know? What's the warning signs? First of all, they hassle you. They keep on phoning you, ringing you, and keeping you on the phone. And they sound so professional, so wonderful. And also, they don't really have an Australian financial service license. You have to check it. That's a warning sign. And they offer you a glossy brochure and share certificates that don't exist, and direct you to unbelievable websites that are fake. And the best way to protect yourself, if you receive an offer of investment that sounds too good to be true, and it comes out of the blue, hang up, delete the email, delete the text. The phishing scams, the phishing like fish, like you fish, that's the word come from. A scammer contacts you and or send you an email or text, and it sounds very legitimate business, or your bank account, and they tell you to provide or confirm your personal details or the bank's details, and they need to verify your account, otherwise we'll close your account. Well, that happens all the time. Oh, the credit card scams, they want you to give the 4-digit, the security code of the card, because they know your card number already. And they're trying to steal your ID as well. I've got a whole talk about ID and how you should protect your ID, which is so important. This is an example of a phishing email that came to me. I copied it from my computer to show you, and you can see that it says at the bottom, it says, thank you for choosing National Australian Bank, and in the body of that it's a different bank altogether. So the scammer was not very sophisticated there. It says subject Westpac about your in account. So don't believe, if you want to verify you from the bank, you contact your bank. You never ever give anyone from the bank that phones you any details. And another example of phishing scam, click here, click here. They ask you to click here. Your account been suspended. The data will be only available 24 hours. You've got to click here now, today. Don't you ever do it. Cool down. Your data is not going to disappear. The warning sign, it contains a link to a website, and you have to ask to put your bank account in there. Never, ever do it. It claimed to be a bank, definitely a phishing scam, and says your details are required for security, maintenance, or upgrade. Forget about it. They will not contact you like that. They will not do it. And also, they don't address you by your full name, so you know straight away they don't know really who you are. They are trying their luck. And also they give you a refund for money, tax refund. You won't get tax refund from an email asking you to click into a link. And protect yourself, and never ever give your personal details to people that you don't know. And if you receive a call from someone who claims to be from your bank or any other organization, fine, don't give them your details. Call the organization in question and check yourself and find out really who is calling. And delete. Do not open suspicious emails. Don't click on any link in a suspicious email. Now, what are the different schemes? One of them, very, very famous, is the Ponzi scheme. Very simple and effective. The promoter promises investors very high return on secure investment, but there is no real investment. The money deposited by early investors is used to pay the first dividends until the investors feel comfortable and decide to invest more. For example, Bernard Madoff in 2008. It started with Charlie Ponzi in 1920 in Boston, was Italian that came to Boston, and he made millions with Ponzi schemes. That's why he's very famous. Every Ponzi scheme is named after him now. So the one thing that is so ugly about the Ponzi schemes that the investors encourage family and friends to join. Don't miss out. Look at my return, 18% return, when the bank doesn't give you anything back. And the schemes fall apart as the promoters start to spend the money too quickly and the pool of investors dries out. So the warning sign of Ponzi scheme: the rate of return is too high. So the person who tries to recruit you is someone you think is trustworthy. I trust my friend. I know Joanne, she'll never lie to me. She put the money, she's a clever girl. Maybe I should do what Joanne did and put my money. Someone in your church, in your community, in your sport groups, in your golf club, they keep on recruiting other investors, and because they receive great dividends. Don't do it. Pyramid schemes is different, and we are going to talk about the pyramid schemes and the difference between the Ponzi and pyramid schemes, about the Nigerian schemes and how it works, and inheritance schemes and tax schemes and charity schemes and job and employment schemes and lottery and fake prizes schemes and also fake survey. And I need your money, help me, I got stuck in a foreign country. We'll talk about it as well. And the dating and romance scams. These are really, really dangerous and the warning sign. So we'll take a short break now and we'll come back to all of these scams and we'll find out ways how you should protect yourself and know not to give your money and delete everything, not to give your ID. We'll find out later on. Thank you so much.